Hey, how's it going? All right, this nativity scene thing came out over in California where they've got a likeness of Trayvon Martin as if he's Jesus and the blood's pouring out and stuff. So I wanted to share this video and then talk about it. So let's get started.
Most churches at this time of year have a nativity scene, Mary, Joseph, wise men, of course, baby Jesus. But a nativity in Southern California is raising some eyebrows, Jess.
That's right, Beth, because the Jesus figure is replaced with Trayvon Martin, slumped over in his hoodie, a pool of his blood spreading over that bed of straw. And he is, of course, the Florida teen killed almost 2 years ago in that shooting that sparked a national debate on race and gun rights. Well, the church wanted something provocative to restart that conversation.
What we try to do is make it a new way of looking at the Nativity and of connecting the Nativity story with a contemporary issue.
This church is no stranger to controversy. Over the last few years, its nativities have touched on homelessness, poverty, and acceptance of gays. But this particular one taking a big backlash online. A lot of people are going to the church's Facebook page to express their outrage, saying that this is not the way the church should be protesting. A lot of people think that in this particular case, it is going way beyond what they should be doing.
Well, certainly getting a lot of attention. Thank you, Jessica.
So, obviously anyone who knows me or knows my videos knows that, I think that Trayvon Martin was guilty of a crime that created the situation where he killed himself, basically. Because, I mean, it's like if you walk up to a policeman and pull out a gun and point it in his face, then, we call it suicide by a police officer. If you attack an armed man and bang their head on the concrete, well, it's suicide by armed citizen, basically. So for this church, and when I say the word, I mean it very lightly because it's hardly a church. I would call it an activist haven. I doubt they're Christians because anybody that could compare Christ's sacrifice on the cross to what Trayvon Martin did to George Zimmerman, as if he gave up his life or did something to benefit. I mean, how is this helping the discussion? In what way does it bring contemporary issues to the issue of Christ and Christ's suffering? And it's the most ridiculous thing. I can't even imagine it. But I wanted to repeat what this guy had to say and share a little more about it.
What we try to do is make it a new way of looking at the Nativity and of connecting the Nativity story with a contemporary issue.
So the nativity scene somehow or another needs to be connected to a contemporary issue. Well, why don't they connect it? Why don't they have, like, for example, a scene where the shooter in the school in Sandy Hook school is there, and he's bleeding out as the police are standing over him with a gun, and make him out to be the Jesus. I mean, what? You're making the criminal the Jesus? It it's just beyond me. I wanted to talk about it, but I can't even find the words. It just blows my mind. Anyhow, talk to you later.